Tonight, the stakes are high for 3 skilled cake designers as they compete to fulfill one wedding couple's wish for the perfect cake, to walk away with a fantastic trophy, and to take home a $5,000 prize. Who will walk away a winner? We're about to find out. This is Cakewalk.
My name is Matthew Summers, and I love to bake. I can take any idea and turn it into a great tasting cake that people will love. I'm here to take home the trophy and the $5,000 prize.
I'm Sonia Tsui, and it normally takes me 60 hours to create a perfect wedding cake. 7 hours isn't a long time, but I'm ready for the challenge.
Hi, I'm Rosalind Chan. I've been around the cake business for a very, very long time. My surprising approach to today's cake design will give me the edge to win.
I'm Caroline Ray. Welcome to Cakewalk Wedding Cake Edition. You've just seen the designers who will compete to create the perfect cake for our wedding couple, Jeanette and Marty. Comedians!
Yeah.
Comedians getting married.
Damn straight.
Comedians getting married on Halloween.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, whose idea was that?
It was kind of a collaborative idea,
Yeah.
Caroline. Yeah. We both love Halloween in the fall, so we knew we wanted to kind of celebrate around that time.
A Halloween wedding. That'll be really fun. How spooky do you want the actual cake to be?
Ridiculously spooky.
No, I
Like,
don't want it to be.
frightening.
No, I want it to be spooky, but like classy.
But like
Like-
scary, but something that fits in a wedding theme so that your old grandparents aren't like, ugh.
All right, what about the proposal? Tell me.
We were performing on a cruise ship, and so while I was doing a scene, Marty kind of came on this, like, kiboshed my scene and proposed in front of 1,500 people.
But wait, she's an improv actor. How did you know it wasn't just like a scene?
Well, it was actually the final show on the ship where sometimes, as you know, you may mess around a bit.
Right.
And she was in a scene with another fella, and he just left her out there by herself. So then I came out, and it was actually a scene where he pretends to propose to her with a mime ring and box,
Right.
but then I came out with a real one. Yeah, so it was very...
Okay, we really have to get you the absolute perfect cake. You're like the most adorable couple. So the designers have been told about your likes and dislikes, and you are entrusting that the judges will pick the perfect cake for you.
They're professionals.
Right, they're professionals. You go and be professionally funny. We will get you the perfect cake.
Amazing.
We will check in with you later. It can take the designers weeks to create these elaborate cakes, but tonight they have just 7 hours to complete the task. The competition takes place in 2 timed rounds separated by a taste test. The first round runs 3 hours. To give the designers a head start, we've allowed them to begin the competition with their cake bases pre-made. The clock is set. Designers, are you ready? Yes. Good. Let the icing begin. The clock starts now.
Does it look round to you now? It's pretty good.
No, you still need to carve more here. Here, this side.
My design starts with a very huge pumpkin base at the bottom of the cake, and then it moves on to a very creepy-looking tree-like form. And from the tree, we built up 2 topsy-turvy tiers that ends up with the very top with a rotating bridal topper.
So, Matt, I'm gonna start with the figures, okay?
Perfect. And I'm gonna start the tombstone. The cake I'll be creating for Marty and Jeanette is based upon the things that they love and want to see in their wedding cake. We took some pumpkin spice cake and created a tombstone with 2 jack-o'-lanterns and then a giant moon. And then we have this tree that's whimsical and all over the place. And it gave them a nice place to sit in front of the moon on their swing.
What's that? Oh my goodness, look at that humongous cake over there. Dude, she's like sculpting already. Wow.
The cake that I will be designing today is a 7-tier Halloween meets traditional wedding cake. The bottom tiers are going to be really Halloween based, and it's going to be topped with a creepy hand holding up a traditional 3-tier cake. The flavor of my cake is going to be a chocolate cake with vanilla bean buttercream and a creamy milk chocolate ganache in between. I feel like they have so much done.
Let's not worry about anybody else right now, though. Let's focus. How is she sculpting already? I don't understand.
My assistant Tanya is actually my sister Tanya. And we have done a few competitions in the past together. As a fellow Virgo, we just have the same mindset of making sure that everything has to be perfect.
So Matt, you want a top hat, right?
Yeah, I think we'll do a top hat on the groom,
Okay.
and then we'll do a veil on the bride, and
Awesome.
then that'll just show that it's really a wedding couple and not just two random skeletons.
Oh, come on. Two random skeletons falling in love.
My assistant is Lisa Bujaya. This is the first time we've actually worked together. My original assistant ended up bailing last minute on me, so I approached Lisa just based on the fact that I knew what her work was and I loved her work. So I knew if she was available that she could really help me out.
It's been like 20 minutes and he's already met like the height requirements. I don't understand.
We'll get there, don't worry, we'll get there.
My assistant is Evelyn Chong, and she has worked with me for many years. In fact, we are partners at the store.
It's getting really hot.
Oh, so warm. Means that I'm not doing exercise.
You've seen the designers' plans for their Halloween-themed wedding cakes. Next, you'll meet the experts who will pick which one will be tonight's winner. The judges check in when Cakewalk Wedding Cake Edition returns. Welcome back to Cakewalk. The competitors earn points based on their score in specific categories: taste, design, and execution. They're also judged on how closely they connect with the couple's wishes and how they follow our technical guidelines. All the action is being watched by our amazing judges. They are Alexandria Pellegrino, who has had many of her designs featured in top magazines and remains undefeated in every cake competition she has entered. David McCarfray, who is internationally sought after for his masterclasses in cake decorating. And Gordon Bailey, who's prepared meals for both celebrities and heads of state. So this show is all about interpreting what's the best choice for a wedding couple with all of their desires. So this is a couple who've chosen to get married on Halloween. What do you think that even says about them in terms of a cake?
Well, I think if you're getting married on Halloween, truly there are no boundaries. You're already thinking over the top. So today, I think the designer should really push the envelope.
Yeah, and it's such a beautiful and evocative, sort of holiday. So I think that it's gonna be really interesting to see what they actually pull from the theme of Halloween itself.
Right.
And I've got to say it, I think we're all looking for a fantastic cake.
Oh!
It isn't going to be a nightmare before Cakewalk.
Oh.
Okay? Do you get it?
Yeah, I hate it when you beat me to every single pun. All right, go and punish yourselves. I'll see you later. Fantastic. Oh.
Still seems a little bit
Too soft?
maybe.
Yeah, but if you work with it, are you using the whole thing? Don't use the whole thing. You have to make fingers and stuff.
Yeah, I know. I'm just.
Don't make it too watery, though. I think that's the reason it's not going to harden.
It's not
Your hands are too watery.
In this first element of competition where we have to prepare so many decorative elements, there were so many designs in our structure that it was dozens and dozens and dozens that we've totally lost count of how many we had to do. We just had to keep doing them to make sure it fills the structure.
And I just let them sit.
For the moon, we actually built the structure so it did slightly lean back since there was vertical cake on it. So as long as there was that little lean, I knew for sure the cake wasn't gonna fall off. All right, here we go.
All right,
What do you think?
looks good.
Do you think it's gonna fall? I don't think it's gonna fall.
I don't think it's gonna fall. I don't think so.
Did you see that humongous pumpkin the blue team had?
Well, they may have one humongous pumpkin, but we have two pumpkins.
We gotta go. Is enough?
Nope. We have to bring it up.
Oh, it's drying out.
Let me see your hand. Okay, it's a humongous hand and like tiny fingers.
I know, I need to, because I need to shape the arm part as well. It's just too soft.
I had originally planned to leave the design of the hand up to my assistant Tanya, but quickly took over when I realized she wasn't too confident in putting it together. Making the hand was really challenging because when I had taken over, it already started to harden up a little bit, so putting the fingers with the palm of the hands together wasn't as easy as I thought it would be.
So hello, ladies.
Hi.
How's it going?
Fine.
When you see the finished design and your vision at the moment, do you feel that will need a lot of explanation, or will we get it like that?
If you're looking at the request of the bride and groom, you catch every part of the request in
Nice.
that cake.
So the couple are going to understand looking at the
Looking
design,
at it, what they're
it all
looking at,
means, and
yes.
you're not going to have to stand there and explain it all.
No, but I mean, it has all the features that they wanted
Right.
in the design. That's the most important
So
thing.
you've really thought this through today.
Very true. Very right to the bottom where the page girl and even the ring bearer.
Right, I can almost see you watching beyond my head at the clock.
That's right.
Okay.
You just reminded me. and got carried away.
What is that thing in the middle of his cake? Do you see it? Mm-hmm. What is it?
Looks like a pumpkin.
It's not a pumpkin. Or is it
Or it will be a pumpkin.
Rosalind's really allowing for so many other elements to step into her arena today. She's got her plan of action, and as I say, she's taken everything into account. She's very confident, very calm. I've got a good feeling we're going to see a lot of creativity going on here.
I know, it looks very meticulous, beautiful.
2, 3. Okay, right, okay. This weighs heavier than my fat boy at home.
Both of us is not of that size and magnitude that we could lift such a heavy, heavy load. And that pumpkin weighed more than my 10-year-old son.
2, 3. Oops. You okay? Okay, got it.
Our couple is really expecting like an amazingly decorated, you know, really creepy, gorgeous cake. So
That's the thing, 7 hours to create a humongous cake is
that before you came into this competition.
I was thinking, I'm like, I can't even design a cake in a 3-tier cake, like a standard 3-tier cake in like 20 hours.
You're dealing with the stress quite well because it's not showing.
I'm okay. I have my sister, she calms me down.
Keep her level.
Definitely. Good to have family.
Put it hold it straight.
Yeah, hold it straight. Okay, go down.
Got it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway, go to the...
Where is the bottom part?
Yeah.
Go, down.
Yes.
What do you think so far? Take a quick look.
Can I see a tree on top of a pumpkin?
Tree on top of a pumpkin.
Okay.
Judges,
Caroline?
what's happening with our meticulous designer?
They're being a little bit of nosy neighbors and checking out what the other people are doing.
Well, how can you not in a competition? Don't you always look at everybody else? Oh, focus on your own work. Are you worried about the time?
Oh, for sure, definitely. I mean, in the original game plan, it was going to be all the cakes be covered in the first hour, and, you know, the first hour has been gone a long time ago.
This is time consuming.
Designers, you have 3 minutes until the taste test. Please begin to prep and plate your cake samples for the judges. The designers go in front of the judges for the first time. Will it be a trick or a treat? We'll find out when Cakewalk Wedding Cake Edition returns. Welcome back to Cakewalk. It's almost the end of the first round of competition, and the designers are racing to create the perfect wedding cake for our adorable couple, Jeanette and Marty. Designers, you have 30 seconds until the taste test. The designers have prepared a separate tasting cake for the judges using the flavors of their final cake. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up. The first round of competition is complete. Stop working and bring your tasting samples over to the judging area.
I was feeling a bit nervous about the taste test because we didn't know what to expect from the judges. We didn't know what kind of taste they were looking for.
In the taste test, the cakes are judged by texture, flavor, consistency, and how well the cake relates to our wedding couple's wishes. Sonia, please present your cake samples to the judges.
I have created for you today a moist chocolate cake filled with a vanilla bean buttercream and complemented with a creamy milk chocolate ganache.
you know, because we eat with our eyes as well as our mouth, I have to comment that the presentation of your actually like slice of cake is actually really beautiful. I'm not tasting any chocolate in your chocolate cake, as bizarre as that sounds. I mean, it's such a deep, beautiful black chocolate, and you want it like you're really expecting to taste this really pow sort of devil's chocolate, devil's food cake. Why do you think that that would happen?
Sometimes with the type of chocolates that you use, I mean, there's different grades, there's different qualities of chocolates. Some are a little bit more potent than others. I do like to stick with the simple, make nothing too overpowering, nothing too rich, you know what I mean? You don't want somebody at a wedding, the last thing you want them to do is ask for a glass of milk because what they're eating is too sweet.
I just find it a little bit misleading, you know, to present such a beautiful and attractive looking cake and then not to taste chocolate is just, it's so disappointing.
I have to agree with Alex with regards to chocolate cake, because it seems to be more of a cream taste than a chocolate taste. Maybe if there'd been a little bit more of that, that would have given a punch
it would complement it and
for the
absolutely.
chocolate taste to come through.
Of course David wanted more creamy ganache. I mean, it was amazing.
Matt, it's your turn to present your cake to the judges.
Marty and Jeanette mentioned that they really like pumpkin pie filling, and since I'm a cake designer, not a pie maker, I took some of the classic spices like cinnamon, ginger, nutmeg, and incorporated into a pumpkin spice cake. I filled my cake with a brown sugar Swiss meringue. There's also little toffee bits in there to give it some crunch. And then there's a light coat of a deep, rich, dark chocolate Swiss meringue masking the cake.
Thank you.
Matt, excellent surprising cake with the toffee crunch. I take a bite and it kind of gives me a textural contrast between the cake layer and the cream layer. I commend you on that. That's a very good job. The one question I beg to ask is, I wonder, is this a really gutsy cake for the wedding?
I wouldn't say so because it's a Halloween wedding. Pumpkin's really seasonal then. I mean, not the entire cake would have to have been pumpkin cake, so you can kind of mix it up with the flavors.
My concern with your cake is that, you know, when I first bit into it, it reminded me of like an authentic gingerbread cake. So the moisture and the texture, very, very similar. And while, you know, I like that sort of gingerbread sort of heaviness, I feel like for a wedding cake, you could have went with a lighter sort of style sponge.
Alexandria thought that the cake might be a little heavy after a large meal, but I really love that cake, and I think that you could always just have a smaller piece.
And last but not least, Rosalind, please present your cake.
I wanted to build a cake based on the preferential flavor sequence of the couple's request. Originally, the first request they wanted was pumpkin pie, so I've used that to incorporate into one of the layers of the cake. And then I put in also the chocolate layer. I've used fresh pumpkin pulp and all the blend of pumpkin spices that goes into it. And then with the filling, I've used a very light Swiss meringue. Thank you.
An interesting mix, that's all I'm going to say, because I'm kind of experiencing a bitter taste with the chocolate. I'm struggling a little bit with that because it's very overpowering, and I'm searching for cream.
Okay.
There doesn't seem to be a lot of cream.
I didn't want to put too much of the Swiss meringue. It could overpower the taste and flavor of the layered cake, which was what I wanted to emphasize on.
I do believe, too, I probably would have preferred maybe a little more cream. And I've been combining flavors for many years, and I've never had chocolate and pumpkin together. And I'm just really gonna have to think about how that works together.
I think chocolate is a great flavor, pumpkin pie is a great flavor. I don't see any reason why anybody in the world would not love these two flavors combined together. So I don't know what's going on in Gordon's head that he's thinking, I'm not sure of the flavor.
Thank you, designers. Please head back to your stations while the judges tabulate your scores. Thank you, judges. Designers, remember, the taste test score counts towards 25% of your final score. It doesn't guarantee you a win in the competition, but it does give you a great head start. The verdict is in. The judges have decided. The winner of tonight's taste test is... Matt in the green station. Congratulations.
I was really bitter when I lost the taste test, especially especially to a pumpkin pie cake.
Winning the taste test was an awesome feeling, and it was great to know that I had an advantage over my competitors going to the next part of the competition.
Designers, you have 4 hours left in the competition. Are you ready?
Ready.
Ready.
The clock is set. The second round of competition starts now.
After hearing the results of the taste test, we were a little bit disappointed because we felt now we were handicapped by the 25% marks, and we had to go and put forward a lot more effort into the overall cake to win back that 25%.
Just because we didn't win the taste competition doesn't mean we still didn't score high points. You just never know, right?
I just don't understand who would want a pumpkin tasting cake at a wedding.
Okay, this one side is
Nice. For sure, you're gonna get a blue nose.
I know.
The second half of the competition was very crucial because there was so much to do in so little time.
The pace is ghouling as the designers are working quickly to create the perfect cake for our bride and groom, Jeanette and Marty. Whose cake will scare away the competition? Woo! We'll find out when Cakewalk returns. Welcome back to Cakewalk. The designers are working fast, but some of them are having trouble with their cake plans.
I'm tentative with putting fondant on this hand because fondant is so heavy.
The hand wasn't hardening, and my last hope was to see if I could cover it with fondant and hope that that can keep it together.
Oh. I had the inscription template all lined up and ready to go, and I realized that it was completely backwards. I moved the wrong again. Okay. So it should be like, no.
No.
Here.
Do you need a mirror?
You guide it through.
Yeah. When we stacked the blue tiered, we had some problems because the wire that extended from the center of the dowel system was too high. That was creating some stress to the fondant and it was cracking.
The hole is not big enough, my dear.
It's just gotta be upsetting, you know, when you make a stencil and then go to apply it to the cake
Well,
and
that's
it's
poor planning
backwards.
on his part. Come on.
The cream scenario, you've got all these layers of cake with cream starting to melt inside, could start sliding.
Yeah, all the weight from the
And
top.
he's got nothing at the back, has he, to
Support
protect it? Yeah.
What do you think?
I think it's good. The do and the us is a little close together, but from this angle,
Yeah, I guess so, eh?
it's do-us.
Yeah, go in. Okay. Yeah. Ow.
We had some problems when we put the two topsy-turvy cakes together because it did not fit as we wanted it.
Designers, you have 2 hours until the end of the competition.
He looks kind of funny right now.
What's that?
He looks kind of funny right now. Are you gonna put like any teeth or?
I don't know. We'll wait and put the orange on and see, I think.
Yeah.
Based on the curvature of the pumpkin and the detail that it has, it really allowed us to hide the imperfections, and actually we used it to the advantage to give the more realistic look of a pumpkin.
How's the face? Like it went on okay?
I think so.
Everybody started to stack their cake, and I wasn't even close to where I wanted to be.
I think we should stack, Sonia.
Tanya, I'm working on the designs. What do you want me to do?
Where's your cake, Pink Kitchen?
Pardon?
So where's your cake?
What cake?
Oh.
What cake?
We accidentally touched the blood, so it's messed it up a little bit.
When we had to remove the damaged parts of the blood and had to redo it again, it was not a great feeling because I wanted the flow to look very naturally, and by doing it manually, piping it on, it doesn't look as great. I wasn't very happy with it.
I used an edible black food coloring spray to create the gory illusional effect to the second tier. And with the humidity in the air, it just wasn't drying. So when I picked up the cake to move it, my handprint went on it.
You've gone well beyond the height restrictions here, and I'm wondering, I'm looking at this base. It's very small in circumference.
Yeah.
Has that given you any worries?
Not really. It's something I thought about when I built it and kind of tested it, and I don't have a worry with it not holding up today.
You're talking very confident about your structure, so is this something you've done a lot of before?
I've actually built a tree about this tall before, about this same way. So as far as the tree goes, it's something I'm comfortable with.
Any worries in the home stretch?
Not yet, no. Come back in 25 minutes when we start stacking. I'll tell you if there's any worries.
Oh, I'll be watching all the way.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
I put the first pumpkin tier on, but it just didn't sit right, so I had to take it off and rejig a few things.
I know, I've heard, of course, of the tree of life, but this is the tree of afterlife. That's what I get.
It's
a big
huge.
tree and a tombstone. Is it possible to be too big?
I don't think so. It's not, possible to be too big, especially in a competition. You want to go big.
But building big is fine, but structurally it's got to be even more secure. They're just literally going to be balanced on top of each other.
Oh.
So to carry that at such a height, obviously, look at your face, that says it
No,
all.
it's because I think the engineering skill that has to be involved, the creativity, the execution, and then it's just that 30-second walk that can ruin it all.
But
if
after
you haven't done
saying
it.
that, I mean, you've heard of buildings that are suspended in a very clever way. This might work like that.
Right.
We wanted to make sure we had enough time on the clock when we went to stack the cake that if we had any problems, we had time to fix it. However, it went perfectly as planned, and it only took us about 2 minutes to stack it.
Designers, you have 1 hour left in the competition.
Okay, the hand. Am I doing it?
What's that?
Am I putting the hand?
I think it'll stay. I think it'll stay, do it.
The whole thing with the hand was heartbreaking. I was tossed between whether I should use it at the end or not use it. I mean, the last thing I can do is put something that's not even close to being perfect onto my cake. I had to make a call.
I'm not gonna use the hand.
No, why? It's not gonna stay?
Doesn't look good.
Rosalind, do you normally work like this, like with motorized parts and?
Not all the time, just very specific times only, because not everybody can afford to pay a cake with all the gadgets on it.
Is your cake softening a bit?
It's hot with the lights.
Okay. And the reason why I asked about the softening is that, clearly we have a little bit of
Little
damage
cracks
happening.
here, the damage
Yeah.
here.
So you're not concerned about that?
Reason being, they have a lot of decorations going on top.
So the theory is it's going to be masked by...
Fast camouflage a little bit.
Right,
with
while
the-
the other details going on.
That's right.
Camouflage, great euphemism.
It's either you want me to not finish the piece and have flawless tiers all the way down, or a finished cake with some slight flaws on it. What do you want me to do?
I look at this tree and I immediately want to go, ooh.
Yeah.
It's creepy.
Creepy crawling tree,
But excellent creepy.
That's got some spook factor for sure.
Right.
Yeah, well, what I would say about this, honestly, Rosalind is a seasoned professional. She's been doing this for years and years and years and absolutely makes spectacular cakes. When she says to me, I'm going to camouflage this cracking over here, this tearing, that I have a little bit of a problem with that. You shouldn't need to camouflage anything. The decor on your cake should stand on their own merit, and be in a place because that is the perfect place for them to be, not because you're masking a crack or a mistake.
No matter how much planning you do, there's always a few modifications you have to make. So we realized once we had the bride and groom on our swing, they're a little front heavy, so we made a little back to offset the weight.
With time running out, I was concerned because I had totally forgot about the wedding couple. I finally managed to work on it. It was very close to the end of the time that we were given, but I managed to make it work.
All right, he's done.
Hold it. No, hold the top.
It is crunch time for the designers, and the fondant is flying. We'll find out whose creepy cake is our couple's Halloween wedding treat when Cakewalk returns. We are back with Cakewalk. Designers, there is 1 minute left in the competition.
I can do this in 20 seconds.
Don't panic, just go slowly.
The spider web was a nightmare. It was so fragile. The moment we stuck it onto the cake, it just crumbled.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up. Designers, stop working. Step away from your cakes. Congratulations on completing the competition. In a moment, you will each have 30 seconds to transfer your cakes to the presentation table for the judges. Because of the size and the weight of your cakes, we are giving you the option to have one of our assistants help you with the move. Our wedding couple, Jeanette and Marty, have joined the judges for your final presentation.
The cake was not at the level that I wanted it to be. The hand didn't work out. I was exhausted, but it was over.
Sonia, before we start your cakewalk, your lovely sister, Tanya, has been your assistant all day, but you are 7.5 months pregnant, so you're not allowed to lift this cake. So we're going to magically, because it is a Halloween-themed cake, we are going to magically replace you with an assistant.
Okay.
So switch places with this lovely girl right here.
Okay.
You can step off.
Yes.
And then in addition to that, you of course have the opportunity to use an assistant, which you're going to do?
Absolutely.
Okay, so then your 30-second cakewalk starts now.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so there's rubber on the bottom, so we're gonna have to kind of give it a big lift. Perfect, so if you notice, if you feel right underneath there's a piece of wood, grab the wood. Okay, oh my God, actually, you know what? I'm gonna change your position. Can you just hold this while we walk? Okay.
Matt, your 30-second cakewalk starts now.
Oh, this is gonna be no problem.
No problem.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, ready?
Yep. Go. Watch. 2, 3, 4.
Shit.
Good?
Yeah, we're good.
All right.
I was very confident of the overall structure, but I was a little less confident with the decorative elements because there was so many of it on the cake.
Rosalind, you're gonna use an assistant?
Yes.
All right, so your 30-second cakewalk starts now.
It was impossible to get such a cake of that size on the table, and we did it. And that was a big relief for us.
Congratulations once again, designers, for making it to the final presentation. The floor is now yours to present your cakes to the judges and our wedding couple. Matt, you won the taste test, which means you get to present your cake first, so go ahead.
Thank you. Judges, so this is a cake, the wedding cake that I've created for Jeanette and Marty. They want some classic Halloween. We have some pumpkins, what's Halloween with a jack-o'-lantern. And then we have a skeleton version of Jeanette and Marty swinging in front of the moonlight.
Judges?
First and foremost, I'd like to say it's a very slick design. You have all these details that look so incredible. It would have been nice to maybe have a little bit more detail also on the back side of the cake. All in all, it's a nice cake, and I think it does the couple justice.
Thank you.
Stunning work of art, may I say. And when I'm looking at it, I see this till death do us part, and I understand where you're coming from with that. But I feel you could have incorporated possibly some more of the marriage vows through the design so it flowed from the top where we're looking at, say, to the bottom.
I'm amazed, you know, with the quality, technically speaking, the quality of your work. You know, this cake is a wicked Halloween party cake, you know, an amazing birthday cake, you know, novelty cake through and through, awesome. I'm not seeing wedding with this cake.
Marty, any thoughts on Matt's cake?
Madman! You nailed the crap out of it, buddy. Oh my goodness gracious. You got the candles in there? I didn't even think about that. The jack-o'-lanterns are awesome. Could be creepier. You know, splatter some blood. Other than that, my friend, you did elegant, spooky, to me, everything we wanted to accomplish, and kudos to you, my friend.
Thank you very much.
Sonia, it is your turn to present your cake.
The cake that I designed today was not a Halloween cake or your traditional wedding cake. It was a cake that I designed for Marty and Jeanette based on everything they told us. And for any other wedding couple, this cake would never work because it incorporates a lot of personalization from the wedding couple, and it's a story based on them. So, thank you.
Alexandria?
I love your second tier. I think that your second tier, like, hit the nail on the head when it comes to gore. I felt like putting that detail on the bottom and leaving out any details in your next 3 tiers. It kind of emphasizes the vastness of each of the very plain tiered parts of your cake. I think that you're really missing like a pop, like a wow factor in your cake design today.
You've kind of created a very classically shaped cake, and you've put a great twist in there. I love the top 3 tiers. I feel, sadly, when you lost the hand off the cake, it kind of would have been, if it had come through, it could have added that suspenseful look to the design. Yeah, I think obviously you could have put a bit more of your time management into your design today.
I disagree with Alexandria a little bit on the tier that you believe is so spooky and horrifying. I kind of think it looks like a forensic scene, like that has the fingerprints on it. Did you want the fingerprints there?
Absolutely.
Yeah, okay. Which means not.
Jeanette, would your mother like this cake?
Yeah, she would. I like it. Yes, it's very simple for my taste, but it's beautiful. Like, they're all so beautifully executed. So you guys did great. It's very lovely, you know?
Thank you. Rosalind, please go ahead and present your cake to the judges.
Thank you, Caroline. In this cake that I've created, I wanted to capture every whimsical moment, every wish of the wedding couple's desire. It's a center point, and it's a centerpiece where it's great for photography, and it's Jeanette's and Martin's cake in every sense of the word.
Yeah, Rosalind, there's an intense amount of detail on your cake, absolutely. And the design itself, you know, with your branches sort of sprawling out and into the, topsy-turvy tiers. A very ambitious design, absolutely. What happened with your fondant? Because there's, like, the cracks are still very visible. And did you have any extra, difficulties with fondant?
Basically, when we tried it out, it was spectacularly immaculate. But because of the heat, the Swiss meringue was getting really soft. And the weight actually pushes down the fondant a little bit.
Yeah, I hear all your explanations, but at the same time, I can't help but feel that,
it could have been done, yes.
Yeah, you are truly a seasoned professional, and I'm a little bit surprised to see fondant like this.
In my heart, I was thinking, lady, if you have to do what I have to do at this short time, you may end up with more cracks than I have to deal with.
Rosalind.
Yes.
One word to sum this up, it's spooktastic. There's so much going on here. I'm just wondering, is there too much going on? It's like, woo, it's just arrived, I think the thing with this kind of design, the initial impact, you got no reaction, but the more you do look at it, the more you could find faults with it.
I really like the bottom tier. The pumpkin is really cool looking. It's got a very old, worn, sitting in the field look to it. And I think I would have liked to see a little more detail in the tree, because the tree is a very, structural component to this cake, and it's something that obviously you're going to be looking at almost first. And I wish it just had a little bit more detail, a little more three-dimensional look to it.
Jeanette, what do you think?
I'll be quick. I really love it. There's so much to look at, so I haven't been able to see everything. I love the spookiness. I just wanted more of the elegance to it, because that's the only thing that I feel like is missing on the cake, but you did capture everything. It's great. To Marty.
Man, oh man, this cake does everything. I have ADD, and to me, this makes sense. So I love it, and thank you for incorporating everything.
Thank you, designers. Thank you, Jeanette and Marty. It is now time for you to leave the studio so the judges can take a closer look and make their decision.
Something you don't really notice from a distance either, because the bottom tier is so dark, is the blood there. Like something you really have to get pretty close up to.
It does cast the light out the shine, doesn't it?
No, I love this. I love this tier. I mean, if you just saw this cake in an empty room, would you assume that you were at a wedding or at a birthday party or at...
No, I think you're just at a Halloween party,
No, exactly.
a masquerade or something. Something that, I'm really noticing that now that I'm up close is there's actual, skeletal remains here.
Of course there's. What isn't on this cake?
We'll announce the winner of our first place $5,000 prize when Cakewalk Wedding Cake Edition returns. Welcome back to Cakewalk. Our designers have completed a 7-hour competition, and the judges have measured, inspected, and sampled their cakes. And I now have the results. With a fabulous trophy and a first place $5,000 prize at stake, the designer in third place and the first to be eliminated from competition is Sonia in the pink station. I'm sorry.
Thank you. I was okay with coming in third place. I mean, realistically, the other cakes were absolutely gorgeous. But, I mean, I learned so much from this competition, and next time, I'm totally gonna win it.
Congratulations on making it to the final two. Our judges have voted which cake they believe best suits our couple. The winner of the Cakewalk Trophy and the $5,000 prize is Matt in the green station. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
As soon as I heard my name, I was so excited. And I was so glad that Lisa's here today, and it just shows that everything happens for a reason.
Matt's clean, dramatic design was easy to read and well executed.
Matt, Lisa, congratulations. Here is your trophy and your $5,000 Cakewalk card.
Awesome.
Awesome job. Amazing, amazing creation. And Jeanette and Marty, come in, you guys, and see your winning cake.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah. Terrific job. Terrific job. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Lovely. Gorgeous. We're really happy about it.
It is a beautiful work of art.
Not at all. Thank you for inspiring us. When I saw the cake, I was just like, man, this totally encompasses our whole wedding in one thing. That thing being art, being cake.
It was exactly what we wanted. It's the perfect wedding cake for us. Perfect.
That's it for tonight. Thank you to our judges and our designers. Jeanette and Marty, good luck on your wedding day. I'm Caroline Ray, and we'll see you next time when 3 new designers compete to make the perfect wedding cake for one lucky couple on Cakewalk Wedding Cake Edition.